What's up, nerds? Brandon here, and happy Batman Day. I'm giving you 5 of my favorite Batman collections that I own. Now, a lot of these have been reprinted into bigger collections, so I'll try to talk about the whole story rather than just the volume I have in my hand. But we're starting off where I started off. Batman, the Black Glove. This is where I started collecting weekly. I think I might have a few issues before this, but Grant Morrison jumping on the title was when I really started getting into comics and was able to, start going to a comic book store every week. This is where Damian Wayne is introduced. It's a really, really good starting point. It's an awesome just take on the character, and we also get Zur-En-Arrh in here, which is one of my favorite aspects of Batman. This leads into R.I.P., which leads into his Batman and Robin run when Dick Grayson becomes Batman. But yes, if you're looking to get into the character, I would start with this. Next up, we have The Court of Owls from Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo. Now, I recommend this entire run. Scott Snyder knows Batman so well, and he loves this character, and you can tell. But my favorite thing about The Court of Owls is that you took Gotham City, something that, Batman claims to know better than anyone else, and revealed to them that there have been people in this city running it under his nose since the beginning of recorded time in Gotham. This whole run is great. There's a couple really good Joker stories in here. This might be my favorite Batman run of all time. This is another one where you could jump on here to start with the character. This did come after Morrison's run. I'm a sucker for trying to do things in order as possible, but definitely suggest getting this. Next up is Gotham Central. Now, this was written by Greg Rucka and Ed Brubaker, and I believe the way it was done was one wrote the day shift, one wrote the night shift. And I loved this because it gives you another layer to the city. It's what it's like to be the law in a place where you have super criminals and constant attacks from, the Joker and all these evil, weird people, as well as having a vigilante running around. And there's people that think he's great and people that don't. And that includes people on the force. So it's just a really cool story. And these are two great crime writers writing a GCPD book. Add this to your collection. Next up, I have Elseworlds Batman. Now, Elseworlds are the multiverse stories for DC Comics. DC has always done a really good job with these, and I feel like they've been doing it for a lot longer and more forward. Elseworlds is something that gets acknowledged a lot as their own titles and stuff, but they're reprinting these. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Justice League, I believe, are all getting their own collections. I think there's 3 in each. I might buy the other ones for this. But these are just really good takes. If you're into the multiverse stuff right now, I suggest getting these from DC. This one includes a story where Batman gets a Green Lantern ring. Cannot recommend it enough. Last up, I have the JLA Book 1 from Grant Morrison again. Now, this isn't a Batman-centered book, but he's on the team. And the very first story arc in this is the perfect example of why I love the character so much. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it just shows that Batman is not somebody to underestimate. And that's what I've always loved about the character. So I would pick this up. This is the newest printing of this, so I'm sure there's a few more volumes coming around. He's also off-note of that, but he's also he did Blue and Red Superman better than anybody else. But those are my picks. Let me know what's in your collection. Let me know what Batman stories you like. And happy Batman Day. Until next time.